Good morning, it's today again. Welcome back to Joseph's Reserves. I'm Joseph and I store 20% of my income in the form of rare coins and precious metals. Have you ever looked at a silver coin online and thought, why is this thing so expensive? Maybe it's a 1 ounce piece of silver and it's selling for $70 or $80, sometimes even more. And then you walk into a local coin shop and you see what looks like the exact same type of product sitting in the case for exactly the same price as a generic silver round. So, what's going on? Why would some specialty silver products be so expensive online, but sometimes be surprisingly cheap at the local coin shop? Today, we're going to get into it. Congratulations to Clark Nelson for being the first to comment on my last video. Thank you for participating in the race for the first comment. Hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell will let you know when I first post, and the race to be the first comment definitely is a great way to support the channel. Before I get into the video, I also want to mention Lake Conroe Gold. My family and I are finally opening up our own coin shop. We recently just signed a lease, which means we will actually be opening the doors for appointments only on August 18th, with a soft opening once we get all the jewelry cases and all the equipment in on August 24th. I'll be working on a website throughout this week and likely getting that up much earlier than that August 18th date. For the most up-to-date news, you can even look up Lake Conroe Gold on Facebook, find our Facebook page and our business phone number to even call or text me directly. So now let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with specialty silver like the stuff I'm laying out here right now. We'll go ahead and start with the Mint, a company like Scottsdale Mint. Scottsdale is a very well-known private mint and they make a lot of different silver products. Some of those products have extreme popularity with collectors, but there's an important distinction. These are not American Silver Eagles, they're not Canadian Maple Leafs, and they're not British Britannias. Those are what we call flagship bullion products. They're minted by the governments who actually back them through a government bullion program, and they're produced in extremely high volumes, and because of that, there's a very established wholesale market for them. People often buy these flagship bullion coins by the monster box. Monster boxes of Eagles, Maples, Britannias, you'll even see those for sale online at the monster box volume. There is a tremendous amount of material moving through these wholesale markets, and that creates something incredibly important: liquidity. A wholesaler knows exactly what it is, they know who wants it, and they know what they can do with it. If we compare that to a privately minted specialized product, maybe there's only 1 million of them, or 100,000. Some of them go as low as 50 or 30,000 pieces for a particular design. And we can compare that to the 47 million American Silver Eagles that were minted in 2015, or even the 15 million Silver Eagles that have already been minted in 2026. The fact is that there's so many American Silver Eagles, this gives the wholesaler a solid foundation for its premium. Add to the fact that there are simply too many private mints to keep track of and too many specific products from each mint, it would turn the 2 to 3 page bid sheet that we get from a wholesaler, that's the daily update for what they're going to pay to a shop, into likely a 100-page document trying to keep track of every single product. So instead, wholesalers simply buy the 3 or 4 silver ounces that aren't flagship coins as generic silver, which means a local coin shop would have to buy it the same way from the public. Let's take a look at this Trident coin that I was just showing. Yes, this is the 2026 version and I was showing 2022, but the 2026 even has a higher mintage of 1 million when the one I was showing was just 30,000. Keep in mind that the silver spot price on Kitco, the ask price, is $63.70. And another pretty common thing you're going to see online is that the price is determined by the volume that you buy and the way that you pay. So to get a direct comparison, we're going to use the $72.77 as if you were just going to buy one with your debit card. So to compare that to my coin shop, I'm able to sell my generic silver at $3 over spot. So that would actually be $66.70. And while this is only a $6 difference, this is just an example to show you what the difference really is, so you can start asking, is that premium really worth it when you see something on sale online? And really, the answer lies in how you plan to sell it. If you're going to be in a situation where you might need the money quickly and take it to a coin shop, then I would urge you to buy as low as possible, or at least buy it in the category of product you're going to be selling it into. What I mean by that is buy it as a generic round if when you go to sell it, it's going to be seen as a generic round. If you're planning on selling it on eBay or whatnot or any of these other platforms, understand the fees that go along with it. For example, I know eBay takes a 13.5% cut whenever you sell through them. So in this example of this trident, if you were able to actually match Scottsdale Mint's price of $72.77 through eBay, after that 13.5% hit, your actual take home would be $62.95. That is about $1 under spot. Then also take into account the fee of shipping it and actually getting it to the customer who bought it. Depending on how much that costs, the time and effort you put into it, and the actual sell price, maybe you knocked it down $1 or $2 so that you could sell it a little more quickly. Taking that all into account, it might even be the case that your actual take home is the same or even less than if you were to have just simply taken it to a local coin shop. And I'm not saying that shopping online is a waste of money or even a bad idea. I'm simply saying that if it is a specialty product, a low mintage thing that has a high premium, then take into account what it is actually going to take to sell that piece for that same premium. An extreme example of this case was the half-ounce silver Liberty Bell sold by the US Mint for $750 just recently. With the extremely low mintage of only 2026, some debated whether or not that premium made any sense. But right now, there are some on sale on eBay for about $3,500. Now, that doesn't mean that those coins are worth that or that they will sell at that amount, and it's hard to tell what a local coin shop might do if those end up coming through their door. What I can tell you is that not all silver is going to be treated the same. So understand how you're going to sell it before you make the purchase. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, go to the comment section for any questions or comments, to start a conversation or to continue one. Share the video with someone you think may like it and subscribe if you haven't already. To my long-term subscribers, thank you so much for your continual support. Make sure to check out josephsreserves.com and the Lake Conroe Gold Facebook page. But most of all, thank you so much for watching. And just remember, every ounce adds up. So no matter how small, just keep stacking.